Grateful for having had so many wonderful memories with him, both as a child and as adults. When John and I were little, we used to write songs together, like our well-known hit, Christmas Time is Here. We practiced disco dancing in our family's living room, attended Shenango Bridge parties together, and prepared for our Wednesday night dynasty get-togethers at Mom and Dad's. Always hoping that Rags wouldn't do his, as John called it, party trick. John loved his family and made sure to include all of us in on his life by giving us an open invitation to his and Rick's home, or by including us in on their vacations, like to Disney, Cape Cod, Ocean City, and my personal favorite, Bermuda. John worked hard his whole life and created many memories for not only him and Rick, but for everyone that knew him. He was a very generous man. He was not only an uncle to our children, but treated them as if they were his own. I remember the time he had a friend make a Thomas the Tank Engine cake for Amanda's 4th birthday and carried it right on his lap on the flight so that it would arrive safely for her party. And the time he surprised her with her new car for her 17th birthday. And then there was a time Lynette was vacationing at his house with Mom and Cindy. He called in a panic saying, "She lost her tooth, what do I do?" Apparently he forgot that the tooth fairy takes care of everything and does all the work for him. But I was teasing him and said, "Okay, you need to go to the craft store, buy some iridescent glitter, some spray glue for the $1. Oh, and get a white sheet, and try to find some fairy wings. Wrap your head and body in the sheet in case she opens her eyes." His response was, "Really? Can't I just slip a 50 on your hair?" John was Brian's godfather, and because of that, always felt he really needed to look out for him. He would allow Brian and a few of his friends to come visit whenever he asked. He had many deep conversations about life with Brian. John got the biggest kick out of the fact that Brian would tell his friends that Uncle Rick and John lived in a trailer. And on the way there, he would say, "Geez, I hope we can all fit." When they pulled up, they were always pleasantly surprised. John was blessed with a gift. He could make anyone laugh, even at sad times, and especially at the most inappropriate times, by simply saying a quiet, "Oh dear." Whenever we heard him say that, we would quickly scan the room for what he could be commenting on. We'd usually pick right up on it, give each other a look, and try not to start laughing. We all look forward to John's witty comments on Facebook, and even when you were having a bad day, he would put a smile on your face. John was a very smart man. He lived a very exciting life that led him to meeting many important people, like Prince Charles, Patrick Kennedy, Mary Tyler Moore, Alexander Haig, and my personal favorite, Taylor Hicks from American Idol. The Grady bunch has lost one brother.
It's okay. It's okay. Deep breath. Deep breath.
And we'll never quite be the same. There will be a little less laughter on Christmas.
It's okay.
A little lonelier summer vacations. And there will be a little less cash on our birthdays. But I get comfort in knowing that our family will be reunited someday in heaven, where John will surely be preparing our visiting baskets, maybe even making towel angels for our beds. God gave us John for 51 wonderful years, but that just wasn't enough time. So I'm asking you all to do something in John's honor. If there are fences to mend in your lives, mend them. If there are things left unsaid to people in your lives, say them. Hug your loved ones a little tighter, and pray for those who no longer can. Now John's life partner Rick would like to say something.
You did it. Good girl. Good girl.
Well, that's going to be a tough act to follow.
Dolly.
For weeks now, I've been thinking about what to say. There's so much about John that made him such a unique and wonderful man. There are no words to say how grateful I am to have had him in my life. We had a wonderful life together. I could not have asked for a better person to share my life with. He brought out so many great things in me, in all of us. John brought so much laughter, joy, and amusement into so many of our lives. All of our lives are so much richer for knowing him and having him in our lives. I am who I am today because of him. He taught me that no matter how difficult things may get, there is always a silver lining. There is humor in everything. You just need to know how to find it. When he first told me about his horrific auto accident, I actually felt guilty because I could not stop laughing at how he recounted the story. Once again, he always found the humor in everything. Even though he lived in a number of places, Houston, Boston, Rhode Island, he always considered Binghamton his home. And he spoke to many of you often. You were all part of his family. There are so many funny stories that he told that it would take way too long to recount them all. And let's not forget about his generosity. Giving to his family and friends was one of his biggest joys in life. He always wanted to make sure that everyone got what they wanted to make them happy. I remember one vacation we took to the beach. Someone who shall remain nameless, Maureen, wanted a vacation at the beach. So we did, in Maryland. But not without John saying, "Are you kidding me? We have to drive for 12 hours to go to the beach? We live in the bleeping ocean state. Isn't it the same ocean only 30 minutes away?" But we went, and it was one of great many vacations. I had always dreamed of us growing older together, but unfortunately that was not in the cards. Now I envision him in front of the largest TV ever, volume turned up as loud as it can be, with his glass of wine and his beloved dog Chumley curled up in his lap. Sorry, that's as far as I got. We now have a short video in the other room if anybody wants to go in.